I'm the Africa Regional Director for Planned Parenthood Global, which is the international arm of Planned Parenthood Federation of America. We have been working in Africa and Latin America for the past 50 years, implementing through partnerships, through trust-based partnerships, programs with regards to advocacy, policy change, service delivery, as well as youth engagement and innovative self-care programs. We currently are working in Burkina Faso, Senegal, Benin now, Uganda, and we're based in Kenya.
Alors, est-ce qu'il peut revenir sur pourquoi ce dialogue intergénérationnel et pourquoi maintenant?
Well, it's really important. We are not doing, we have been asked to do this because the youth are the most important population on this continent. 1.4 billion, I believe 32% of that 1.8 billion are African. There was recognition that there was a gap in our programming in terms of, like, yes, we've done youth peer providers, we've done a number of youth activities, Billi has led a number of advocacy programs, etc. However, there was need to listen to young people and see how we could do things differently. And so this intergenerational dialogue is really important for us to listen to young people and determine their needs, their aspirations, and how we can support them. After all, the youth are the future. Part of Planned Parenthood is the planning. So how do we help young people in particular plan so that they have a voice at the policy table, so they can make their needs and aspirations known? You've heard the commitments that have been made by the government and through the treaties. Maputo Protocol is particularly key here. Maputo Protocol Article 14, Section 2C is very key. That gives young people voice, as well as other international commitments. It's really important that young people are in charge of their destinies, their culture, and their bodies, else you will not be able to grow the economy. So it's really important that intersectionality in terms of understanding the needs and the importance of young people exercise, knowing one, their health rights, and then exercising them so that we can have a prosperous future in Africa.
You can translate.
Merci. Donc, nous planons. Donc,
on va faire une chose, on va continuer en anglais après.
Of accurate information. There's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet. So part of our job is to arm, equip, train young people on the information, the access to the services that they are entitled to by the government. That's really important. Number two is then how to exercise these rights. In many countries, we've seen young people now have been invited to the policy table. They've been invited to share their experiences so that they can impact on policy. So that's hopefully the next step that we're hoping. It's best to also educate parents, teachers, policymakers that are not aware of the information or the challenges young people are facing. The lack of the hopelessness, right? We've seen the migration. Young people are leaving the African continent and dying across the Sahara and the Mediterranean. Okay, so we have to make that link, you know, in terms of healthy young people and employability, right? In order to seek the economic opportunities, young people must be healthy. So I think it's really important that we continue to train, equip, and inform young people about their rights, and then they learn how to exercise. That's where Abi's program comes in terms of the advocacy, okay, to exercise those rights constructively with policymakers. So that's the impact that we seek to have. We've had some, but we want to do it constructively, but led by young people. That's why Billi is our leader here, and other leaders in other parts of Africa that we have, and hopefully will build this movement. This Billi now is a movement. It's not a program, and it's across Africa. We've been able to launch chapters in the 5 countries that we work in, and the idea is that young people will all come together and have voice to push forward their aspirations and their needs once they have their health rights. Health is important, and then it goes to economic and other interests that young people have. I mean, ask youth engagement, global youth engagement manager to stand up, Daisy Tuzo. She's been promoted. Daisy. Young people to become true agents of change and development, creating significant impact in your lives. As the Billis say,